Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Shumuriel. Thank you for stopping by my channel and for clicking on this video. Today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a get ready with me. I was listening to music while I was doing this look, so I'll probably be just doing a voiceover. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to edit this. So, this is a glittery glam, I think is what I'm going to call it, look that I created using the Sweet Talk pressed powder palette from Colourpop. It looks like that. As you can see, the colors look amazing. So I could not create a look with this palette. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Please subscribe while you're here and ignore my nails. They look hella ratchet. I'm going through something with these nails right now. I'm trying to get them off, whatever, they look crazy. You'll see throughout the video like close-ups, and I don't want you to be afraid. So this is just a disclaimer. So yes, if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Thank you.
Hey, what's up you guys? We're going to get going with this tutorial. The Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer is what I am currently using to prime my face to get it ready for the foundation. So we're just rubbing that into the skin and making sure that the skin is ready for a foundation. Next up is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. I am in the shade Dark 155. So we're just going to apply that to the skin with a flat top Morphe brush. This is a Morphe G as in George 6 foundation brush. Next up is the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I am in the shade Medium Dark 36. So we're just going to put that under the eyes, do a little bit of highlighting, and just put it all over the face. I also like to let my concealer dry a little bit before I start to blend it in. So I use my trusty hand fan and yeah, let that dry my concealer before I blend it in. Alright, next up we are going in with my Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Kunafa and putting that on with a little powder puff. I love how this stuff blends into the skin and just sets the foundation, and it's not too yellow, but it's a good yellow. Next up is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. I am in the shade 330 Toffee, and I just use that brown powder to brush away the yellow powder and to further set my foundation. Now I'm using my Morphe Continuous Settings Mist Spray and my handy fan to make sure that dries faster. And then we're singing, obviously. Next up is a BH Cosmetics brow pencil, and you guys have seen me do my brows before, so due to the magic of editing, the brows are on. Corny, but whatever. Next up, I'm just taking that same Colourpop concealer from earlier today and using that as an eyeshadow primer. So we're putting that on the lids, as you can see, and just blending it in. Alright, time for the star of the show, the Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette by Colourpop. I love this. It's so beautiful, this palette. I'm just going in with the shade West Side, and using that as my transition shade. And I'm using I believe this brush is by NYX, to just go back and forth on the brow bone and make little circles and windshield wiper motions, all that jazz. Yes, this is a NYX 16 brush, for anyone who's curious. Alright, next up, the shade Feel Free. And I am using that, I'm going to do a halo eye. So I'm taking Feel Free on the outer corner of my eye. Sorry, I keep getting out of the frame. I was trying to stay in frame while still putting on the makeup so that I could see it. As you see, I keep looking at the camera. But yeah, so we're just taking Feel Free on the outer corner and the inner corner right now. if you have any questions as to whether or not you should get this palette, I highly encourage that you do, because it's glorious. I love it. Okay, so I guess that eye is as good as it's gonna get, because I think we're about to move on to the next clip. Yep, we are. Stand by. All right, so now we're taking the shade Melody. I realized after the fact that this step was, I could have skipped this step, and you'll see why later. But I am just taking, this is a BH Cosmetics brush. It was in a set, and I used that to go on the other sides of Feel Free. So basically I was trying to do a gradient type situation, but like I said, I could have skipped this part, but it's okay. We learn as we go. Alright, so now we go in with the beautiful glittery shade called Early Morning, and I am putting that on the center of my lid with my finger, which is why I said that I later realized that putting Melody where I put Melody was stupid. But it's fine. So I just go back in and I'm touching up any of the other colors. So I'm touching up Feel Free, I'm touching up Melody, and then I realized my transition shade was kind of getting lost in the sauce. So I went back in with West Side just to kind of touch it up just a little bit. I'm just trying to blend, make sure there's no harsh lines, but that you can still see what I have going on there. So that's pretty much all I'm doing in this clip, is just touching up, blending, and all that. And then I take I take Feel Free on the same brush that I used to put Feel Free on the outer and inner corner, and I put that on my bottom lash line. So I'm basically doing a little bit of the same thing on the lower lash line. I'm just taking Feel Free and putting it on the outer and inner parts of my eye, but on the bottom. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, just look. So as you can see, I didn't use Melody here because I just thought, no point. And I take Early Morning, again, that beautiful glitter shade, and take my finger and put it on in the middle part of my lower lash line. So basically there's glitter on the center of my lid, on the top and the bottom lash, as you can see. So pretty. And the camera doesn't even do it justice. Okay, so we're doing this exact same thing on the other eye, so I'm just gonna let you see it in a faster pace. Again, sorry for getting out of frame, but it's harder than it looks, guys. It's harder than it looks. Alright, so in this next clip coming up, I had already put on some lashes. I used the Ardell 172 lashes. Actually, no, I don't have lashes on yet. I'm just putting mascara on my lashes to prep them for false lashes. And this is just a small Clinique lash sample. So you're making all the beautiful faces that you make to put on eyelashes. And then I'm going in with the Boomin' highlighter, the Boomin' Loose Powder Highlighter from Colourpop and Makeup Shayla, their collab. It's a beautiful highlighter. And then I put it obviously on the high points of my cheeks and then down the bridge of my nose. And then I also took a little bit of Boomin' with that same brush that I used earlier that I was using to put Melody on, and just putting a little bit of that Boomin' highlighter under my brow. Yeah, so that happened. Now I have lashes on. I'll put them on at some point. I put on some MAC lip primer, and then I'm taking the Colourpop Lippy in the shade LBB, so Left Boy Boy. I don't know if they still make this color. Don't judge me if they don't. But putting that on, and the look's complete.